Hatchet Gaming back, and today we are coming to you live with another Division video, and today's video is going to consist of the vendor restock for the Dark Zone. So, let's get into it. We're going to start here at the Dark Zone gear vendor, who has a police magnum. Accurate, but it's a magnum. Spec Ops pack that's specialized with skill haste and burn resist. Port station healing speed, which all you have to do is run 3 police reclaimer for that. Or I think it's just duration, but still. Reload speed, which you can get up to, I think, 32%. So that's kind of low. Crit damage and stability. Alright. Now we're going to start up at the top here and work our way down and around. So we're starting up at West 53rd Street, and we're going to do the normal search to see if there are any gems to find anywhere in this particular area. Alright. Let's get to it. We have a shotgun, destructive, but you need electronics for the other two, so not good. Accomplished. Not bad. Armor, but no enemy armor damage. Not helpful. Pulse duration. I'm noticing a trend here. And a poor, good crit chance. If you need one of these, this might be a good one to go for. Alright. Now we're gonna go down to West 46th Street. Apparently I can't talk today. Okay. Now let's go in and see if there's any goodies or if there's nothing at all. Destructive, competent, determined. This is a goodie. Especially if you're running any kind of skill build. But I'm not necessarily certain that it's worth the 416,000 DZ funds for it. Robust. Good armor roll with ammo capacity. And I think that's actually a max main stat roll from a vendor piece. Hold on. Now I've got to double check this. That is a max main stat roll from a gear piece. Now if you can get the extra 60 armor at least on it, or 50, it'd be 50. Get it almost to the 2200, that would be a very, very competitive chess piece. Not so great on the mod, and it's a high velocity mag, which really doesn't increase your mag size. It's kind of hit or miss. If you're running a high crit chance build, these are actually pretty nice. But other than that, it's not worth the money. So, on that note, let's head down. What's the next one? West 42nd Street. And since we did kind of find a goodie there, let's see if there's any more here. And now there's a tactical ACR that's really nice. With responsive, deadly, and competent, you run this for high crit chance. It has good armor damage, and you run this for high crit chance. This would be a force to be reckoned with. A rejuvenated mask. It's still not necessarily probably top tier, but it's getting closer. And with those particular talents, you run it as a high crit chance, it might actually do pretty good. Ballistic shield, damage resilience, if you're running a D3. And low stability on an angled grip with no crit chance. That's not good. So overall, tactical ACR, it's not necessarily a must-have, but if you're looking for a good AR, then and you have trouble finding anything else worthwhile, that might be one worth picking up. Alright, let's go in here. An M60 with fierce, prepared, and deadly. I don't like that. Low rolls, low armor, ballistic shield, damage resilience. The other one in the previous safe house was actually higher at 5%, so this isn't necessarily the best. Reload speed, crit chance, and rate of fire. That actually is nice. I think that's one of the higher rate of fires you can get, but it doesn't increase mag size. But getting the rate of fire, depending on the gun, you might not want to increase the mag size. But alright, on to the next one. Down here in DZ2, West 34th Street. Don't mind the soda opening. And let's go on in and see what type of goodies they have for us today. Any goodies? Rhino special. I said get with ammo capacity, good main stat roll, and skill power you can always roll away. This is actually not bad. Could be better armor, but it's still not bad. Let's see, Seeker Mine explosion radius. You can get these at 7, but if you don't have any, this can help a build. The stability, iron sights though, it's not so great. Alright. So that particular one really didn't have anything worthwhile. So cheers to hope West 31st Street actually has something that we can actually use or can help improve people's builds. And it looks like somebody dropped gold. Another ACR. I think that tactical was actually better, and it was definitely better rolled unless you're running a skill build. This would be good if you're running like a couple electronics pieces to get the skill power up that high. With say like a nomad build, increased kill or health on kill. Another good rolled robust chess piece, this time in stamina. This is very nice. Very, very nice. And you can roll that protection away for anything else that can help the build. Particularly EDR with how many people are running seeker mines nowadays. Sticky bomb and explosion radius. This only works well if you're using the flashbang. And another optimal range. But it has accuracy, but accuracy really isn't as good now that they don't have the hip fire or the horizontal. It's all just one stat. It doesn't affect guns the way it used to. So it's not as good to pick up anymore. And it doesn't make the gun. It's really not an improvement to some. It helps, but most it doesn't. Alright, now we'll go into 5th Avenue. But it's burst fire. So the only way you would ever want to use that is with an alpha bridge, and since the use of the FAMAS is so predominant, having anything else in the second slot because of uncomplicated is pretty much cutting out a lot of DP. Recovered. And again, another pulse duration, which they have 5% out in the PvE that you can check out in my previous video of the PvE vendor restock. And let's see, have a crit hit damage with headshot damage and kind of low on the crit chance, but it's workable, especially with that crit hit damage. And if you're using it with other things that have high crit chance, like say your muzzle or magazine, this could actually be worth it. So that might actually be worth a pickup, at least the scope. But let's go here. Now we're finally starting up the east side and seeing what type of goodies are hidden away here. I hope nobody minds the silence in the background. I have the game sound muted for this recording because of the issue I was having from certain safe houses and that have the radio playing. There was music and it created copyright issues, so I just have the background sound muted. But now we're on DZ1 East. It has a tactical Super 90 SBS, which is no good to anybody. And enduring with it's really not good for anybody. And seeker mine damage. Most of the people running seeker mines probably already have 4%, but if you want to run one or put one together, then the 4% ones are very, very helpful. And a compensator. If that had crit chance, those are really nice to have. But also, if you are, I'm going to be posting, not necessarily today, I have to do more testing on it, but I will be posting a skill build that can work as a seeker mine build. And that's about as much as I'm going to say for it at the moment. You'll just have to stay tuned and wait for the video to come out. Now, a Super 90, destructive, predatory, and capable. Roll off predatory. This might be a shotgun that can actually be used. And there go my battery. So bear with me a second. Change the battery. But these astute operator gloves aren't worth it. Don't even have crit chance. And the main stat roll's low. The armor is low. And here's another Seeker Mine damage. I don't get why that does. They put one in one of the checkpoints, then that one should be removed from the roll table for the rest of the checkpoint. Except for weapons. Weapons and weapon mods. Because if you have the same weapon mod in multiple, you might be able to get one that is the exact type of roll you're looking for. But with performance mods, you have one in one safe house or checkpoint and have the same one rolled differently in another. That's taking up space of a mod that you could get that could help improve a build. Like with last week and the self-heal mods. Extended Mag. These are nice and it has crit damage on it, but I would rather crit chance or even rate of fire. Okay. Now we are going to head north. Let's see. Which one are we at? We are going to DZ3 and East 40th Street. And somehow I got out of that without getting shot. I do not know how that worked, but it did. An X45 with intense. This sometimes is a good thing, especially if you're using it with a 4-piece fire crest. Let's see, gunslinger gloves with astute again. Skill power, stamina mod, just and a suppressor with accuracy, optimal range, and headshot damage. Not that helpful. Alright. So, let's head up one more to East 42nd Street and see what is here. There sure seem to be a lot of rogues on this map. A burst fire MP5. I've never found that these are worth anything. I might actually have to try one with the D3 since their base damage is so high. But I don't know. Because it is higher than the base damage on the Tommy gun. And you can get a lot of bullets to it, so we might actually have to try it. A decisive. And we have electronics with crit chance. Yeah. Reload with crit hit damage and rate of fire. This is a nice magazine. Alright. And if you're running the high clip LMGs, those are really nice to have. Especially since they take so long to reload. It looks like those rogues that were extracting got ambushed. I'm doing this for all you guys, so I can't go check out. Black Market T821. These need some love to be good, but right now in the place they're in, no good. Low armor roll, no good. Good roll, but exotic damage resilience, no good. And of course, a small laser pointer. There has to be at least one of these. And those drop so often, I don't ever worry about trying to buy one. So, on to East 53rd Street. We're going to take you guys on a quick little jog through the Dark Zone to DZ6. And after that one, I'm going to cut it off as I go to each of the other safe rooms. Alright. Another pistol. With fierce. Inventive. And if it was something like increased toughness by 15%, oh wait, that's at full health. Inventive, skill power at full health. I don't ever see that really working. Nothing, not anywhere near as good as a specialized. So, but it's a good armor roll, at least. So if you are in desperate need of a high-end backpack, I would pick one up and roll armor on it, but other than that, it's not worth it. Mobile cover damage resilience. I think you can get 4% on these. So picking up this could work if you need it, but I don't see that many people using the mobile cover. And of course, optimal range. Optimal range is kind of like accuracy, and it. Oh, I went out the wrong door. I'm at the top already. So let's go into the Dark Zone. Take a little bit of a jog to the DZ6 safe room, and if we run into anybody, I'll just let them kill us. So we can just get into the safe room. But we will see. Not going to go through queue building. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me try to clear a landmark while I'm doing a vendor restock video. That is a very interesting gamer take. Well, at least I didn't run into anybody for a change. Now, what goodies shall we find? What goodies do you have? Mask of the Nomad with crit chance and increased kill X. You're looking to run electronics, unless you're very good on balanced builds, not necessarily advisable. D3 pads, bad. The holster is pretty bad. And these final measure gloves aren't bad if you want to run final measure. So we're going to end this here as I run my happy butt all the way down to the next safe room. And now we're back at DZ5, right here at the safe house at the weapon mods vendor. And today we have a quick release mag that isn't bad. It has the both crit chance and crit hit. Helps stack. It has a very nice Omega rifle suppressor with crit hit chance and damage, and it's the 18%. We have another laser. Alright. We have a 7.5 crit chance scope of the 5.52 hollow sights with headshot damage and optimal range. The fact I'm not a big fan of optimal range very much outweighed by 7.5% crit chance and 5.5% headshot damage, which makes it entirely worth it. Now we are going down to DZ4, the gear mod vendor, and I shall be right back. Now we are at DZ4 and the gear mod vendor. And let's see if she has any goodies for us. A stamina mod with skill power, not bad. And again, first aid self heal. Not that you didn't get enough of them last week. So we get it again. Alright. And now we're going to DZ3 momentarily. And now we're back at the DZ3 safe room at the Dark Zone weapons vendor. And let's take a look. We have a pistol. I think he always has at least one pistol with harmful. And pistols with harmful are actually very, very handy, because it gives that little bit of utility that you can cause the chase down somebody. Run, or at least it seems like you run a little faster with your pistol. We have a police UMP, predatory, that if unlockable is pretty nice. Classic AK. If I want to get an AK, I'd rather have a black mark. But this does have competent and vicious, determined for something useful. A Marine Super 90. I think I'd rather have a tactical, but it has brutal. Probably find a way. I noticed these seem to consistently have, or at least this class of marksman consistently has higher headshot damage. And it's not that great, but M60, it has 14% to targets out of cover, damage to targets out. Apparently I still can't talk. And it has unforgiving, fierce, and brutal. Can't unlock fierce. Roll that away. Put in another damage talent, and you've got yourself a really good Browning Jewel put in with either a Banshee Lone Star or a Banshee Lone Star combo. Alright, that's it for weapons. Now we're going down to gear. And we're back at DZ2. And we're at the gear vendor, who has an enduring mask. Not that great, at least armor wise, but it's still, its talent is a rapid chest, which I believe low on armor. It's low-ish, but you might be able to work. Tactical pack, which is inventive. Still don't see reason to use that. Prosperous, not as good as it could be. Nimble, I've never seen really a reason other than to, if you're using talent, that you take less damage when you do a cover to cover, and then you heal for 2% of max health for every 1 meter in a cover to cover. I think you can cover 20 meters. That could actually come in handy if you're one of those types of players. But I'd find it rather annoying. And cunning. After reloading, the next shot with this weapon has a 10% higher critical hit chance. That would only really be good, in my opinion, with marksman. Roll damage to elites and shotgun. So, not so great. But that's what it was this week. There were a few crowning jewels. There was the tactical ACR, that M60 in the last safe room, at the DZ6 safe room, that Alpha Bridge chest, if you're looking for a good chest piece, was really, really good. And I remember there was another LMG in one of the West Side safer or checkpoints that also was a real nice gym, if that's what you favor. And that's where we stand. That's been the vendor restock for the VZ this week. So as always, this is a Hatchet Gaming production, and I'll see you in the next one. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a like. Comment if there's something I may have missed or that you liked that I didn't. And if you're new to my videos or the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'm working towards growing my channel and making daily content. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the DZ.